Welcome to Shovelware Diggers. Our dig team is currently excavating the Softkey Shareware 2000 Hit Games 2CD collection. You can find a link in the video description containing the entire directory structure of this archive. It's week 60, and these are the games our diggers have for us today. For more information on how to join the dig team, simply head on over to the Patreon page linked in the video description. Now without further ado, let's begin. First up, Juan BURBANO's dug up WINGAMES /NewWin2 /ELECTRO. I think I might know what this one is. Not entirely certain. We got some wave files, order form, write file. StuSoft Electro Shoot. That kinda looks like a cross between a face and a controller? By Stuart Reedy, 1994. Electrocute is a word-guessing game from the StuSoft code mills. It plays pretty much like a traditional Hangman games. Object of the game is guessed a word represented by blanks. You use the keyboard. So, looks like we've got a basic Hangman game. And it also looks like you can enter words into its dictionary, which is interesting. That's it for that. How much does this guy want for it? $10. Yeah. If it's good, then that's fine. But, let's see.
Welcome to Electrocute.
Oh, Electrocute. I get it. It had voice clips even. Normal human, whiz kid, or super brain. I don't know what the skill level setting is going to do. Well, let's just leave it on normal, human, and see where we go. So, there's only 15 words in the dictionary? Huh. Okay. So we got a 5-letter word here. Let's see. Are there any E's? There is. What about M? Oh, this is going quick. What ends with M-E? Well, it's not chime. Might be flame. Nope, not flame. So it's got the L there and the M-E there. Could be blames. What about the A? Oh, it's not an A that's there. I think it's slime. Ah, that was loud. Was it supposed to be like applause? Another word? Sure. I'm going to guess skill level if we put it up to Super Brain, because it's not going to change the word or anything, so I'm guessing that just makes it so that you get hit harder if you get a wrong letter or something. Well, that's an interesting combination of vowels. Oh yeah, the higher skill level, I got like 3 pieces put onto the Hangman, like immediately when I guessed a wrong letter. Well, I seem to be getting this one pretty well. Something-ish-in. Oh, it's television. There we go. Okay, so very basic Hangman type game. I don't like the fact that it only comes with 15 words in its dictionary by default. For a game like this, especially if you're spending $10 on it, you kind of would hope for a bigger dictionary. Oh wait, I'm seeing what's going on here. According to the write file here, the full version allows users to modify the dictionary. So not the demo version. But it's still kind of dumb that it only comes with 15 words by default, and it didn't say anything in the documentation that the registered version would come with more words in the dictionary. So, like, I mean, it works, but you have to add your own words, and that kind of defeats the purpose to some degree, because you know what you've added. Although, given the name of this, I wonder what happens if you actually get one completely wrong here. Oh. I was just clicking and randomly got it. Okay, it looks like we're gonna have to do this again now. Oh, there he goes. So yeah, if you get it all wrong, the guy gets electrocuted. Which is, I guess, different from Hangman, where you would actually hang the guy, but... Okay, so that was whoops, closed it. So that was Electrocute. That was, basic Hangman game. Doesn't have a lot of words by default, so you gotta add your own with the registered version. $10. It's a little much for a 1994 game, but it's still reasonable, all things considered, so yeah, not a terrible game, but pretty average. Next up, Anton Panetta's dug up DOSGAMES /arcade /Fiddle. If this program has nothing to do with music, I'm going to be very disappointed. You got a fiddle.doc, which is huge, for a 49 kilobyte executable. That seems a little weird. Unless it's an actual doc file, in which case it makes a little more sense. We got a batch file, though. fid.bat. Mode con rate 32 delay 1? I don't know if that's going to work in DOSBox, but you could try it. Well, let's see what happens. Game of Visualization and Logic by Doug Bieferman? Doug Bieferman. That's like one of the best last names I've ever seen. Bieferman. Let's see here. Please log in by entering your first name. I almost typed it in because I'm still thinking about it. Okay, that looks like it might be going a little fast, so I'm going to turn the cycles down here. Well, this is a 1992 game, so I'm not going to turn them down too much. That looks like it might be right. Choose a level by hitting a letter from A to Z. Huh. So I'm guessing the higher the level, the more points you get for whatever. Well, it's kind of weird how it's laying it as like 15 plus 15 and 20 plus 20. Okay, so the number keys, select a piece. Arrow keys, slide the selected piece. Page down are X. So X and Z for rotation. Hold down Alt to slide more quickly. Oh, but Windows will love that. And get up and select another level. Huh. I'm not quite sure what we've got here. So let's choose a level. Okay, so it says level A, orientation, dimensions 6 by 6. So I'm guessing that I have to... Yeah, it's just putting them together. Okay, so... I getcha. It's one of these puzzle games where you have to fit the pieces together to fit within a certain shape, but the shape is just a basic square, so it's nothing too complicated in that sense. Another game that's like this that I'm actually kind of fond of is Daedalian Opus on Game Boy, like the original Game Boy. I don't own the game, but I've played it before, and it's actually pretty fun. Oh, this is interesting. Now, unlike Daedalian Opus or other such games where you just place the pieces however you want, in this one, because you're sliding the pieces around, you actually have to slide them. They get physically... See that? They're physically blocked by each other. So that makes it a little different. So this is actually pretty fun. At least as far as a puzzle game is concerned. So again, we're making an 8x8 shape. Whoops. I don't like the fact that you have to hit the number keys exactly. I would have rather there was like a key to cycle which piece you were working with. Yeah, see, because of how I put this together here, in order to get this cyan piece in here, I have to move both the green and the yellow out of the way so I can fit the cyan one in, and then I can move the yellow back and then the green back. So yeah, this is actually pretty neat. I should probably go quickly check to see, like... I'm going to read the doc file quickly, just to see, what the price is the guy was asking for this. Oh, wow. I just read the doc file. $5. That's it. The guy's only asking $5 for this game. For whenever this game was made, I think I read 1992. For 1992, for a puzzle game that plays perfectly fine... It has quite a bit to it. Like, there's apparently 26 puzzles, one for every letter of the alphabet. Like, this is very reasonable. You can almost call this one like a hidden gem, almost, given the way it's playing. I'm actually having trouble figuring this particular one out. Okay, I finally got it here. And put this one in and slide this thing right into it. There you go. Okay, so that was Fiddle. This game is actually really fun. If you guys can find this one, I would say check it out. And to finish things off today, Douglas Reynolds dug up WINGAMES /action /WPONG. Clearly we got some kind of Pong clone coming up with this kind of name. WinPong version 1.2. Displays a little ball, bounces around your screen while you use Windows. Doesn't stop there. With WinPong you can actually play the game using the cursor as a paddle. Huh. So it's like a Pong game that doesn't have a window? Might be interesting. Oh yeah, it doesn't have a window. So how do you actually... Oh. So where's the actual, this is weird. So I can actually make it travel in front of Windows. So if I had Windows on the screen like this... Yeah, the ball travels in front of it. But it seems weird, like, when the, Yeah, this isn't really a game, it's just something to fool around with, because the mouse touches the, ball, and it doesn't even touch it that well. Because, like, I mean, it only detects very specific spots, and sometimes it gets stuck like that. So what else can this thing do here? Ooh, you can make it large. That's a bit larger. But it moves in, like... Why doesn't it move smoothly? It's really jerky movement there. Now, what if we go fast speed? Well, now it's moving just really fast. But again, it's moving at like a frame rate of about 8 or 10. Actually, it seems to be aligning with the tiles in the background, so it looks like it's moving like 32 pixels in each direction at a time. Oh geez, you can actually have it make a noise when it hits the edges. Well, that would get annoying really quickly. And of course, it's leaving garbage everywhere because of how it's been programmed. This is like the best program to have if you want to really freaking annoy someone. And apparently this thing was made by an Eric Saito in 1991. Okay, so given the age of it and the fact that it's version 1.2, at least it's got that going for it, which means we're talking about a point in time in Windows history where there wouldn't really be a lot of independent developers getting into it. Like, Windows 3.1 development really started to ramp up with the tools like Visual Basic and Visual C++ and things like that to assist people in making stuff. But when you go back to the really early days of Windows 3.1, you didn't have a lot of independent developers doing things, and the people who were usually were only making pretty simple stuff just because of the fact that there was so little out there to go on to actually put anything decent together. So, for 1991, this is interesting, totally useless, but yeah. It's a free program, so I'm not going to complain too hard, but seriously, what else are you going to use this for other than annoying yourself or other people?